倒れるだけで腹筋ワンダーコア倒れるだけで腹筋ワンダーコア倒れるだけで腹筋ワンダーコアすげえ
Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. Dai here. As you can see, I'm wearing the winning design from my costume contest. It's the Lore Master Dai design by Kirkin, and the Vroid outfit was made by a peony who I discovered through Twitter. If you're in the need of some Vroid work of your own, definitely check them out, as they were able to pull off some of the things I couldn't on my own, such as this awesome scarf. Moving on to the main event, I've got another 69 fresh Fate memes for y'all. I'm especially excited about these ones, as I think they're both hilarious and topical. As usual, I give credit where I was able to find it, but if you find your memes here, please let me know so we can celebrate your efforts. Let's jump in. As you may already know, FGO's finally given us a Morgan le Fay servant, so these first few are dedicated to her. The Lion family. This is Papa Lion, this is Mama Lion. Hey Dad, where's Mom? Yeah, about that. The pub version of this story is that one day, Artoria, drunk off her ass, called upon her court mage and demanded, "Merlin, I order you to give me a dick." Happy to oblige, the mage responded, "Right on," in accordance with his penchant for peni. Morgan makes a good villain, but would she be accepted at Chaldea? Daughter of King Uther Pendragon of Camelot, Morgan has arrived in response to your She's here! Get her! This may be worse than having both Achilles and Penthesilea, I imagine. Either way, it seems she's up for the challenge. I can take on all of your father's clones at once. In a fight, right? In a fight, right? Just how do you think you were born, Mordred? In many ways, Morgan is an identical twin to Artoria, but those melons say otherwise. I fucking hate this sword. See, if Artoria were to grow to adulthood, we can now see how her proportions might actually look without the Holy Spear's influence. That, or Artoria's mom, Lady Igraine, was also flat. I'm sorry, Artoria. I love you. But your sister's hot too. Plus, she's available. After all, as much as I like Saber, I also ship her with Shiro, since that's what makes her happy. Honey, I'm home from saving the world. Welcome back, Shiro. I'm hungry. Then Shiro's all, what do you expect me to cook in Avalon? It's nothing but vast Greenland with no animals. Knowing Saber, that would be eternal torment. Endlessly dreaming of tonkatsu. Yum. Now, if one were to assume Artoria and Shiro got married in Avalon, I suppose Merlin would be able to officiate. The real question, however, is who's the woman in the relationship. I'll admit, femboys are quite cute, and Artoria's quite the gentleman, but I've personally gotta go with Saber in a dress. All the art and figures just make that way too good to pass up. I am very shy, but I am very food motivated, so I am just a few treats away from being your new best friend. Of course, this is an ad for adopting a pet, probably a dog, but considering I love dogs more than most people, I approve of this message. Seriously, puppers know what's up. Food, cuddles, comfort, and play. All the things our Saber deserves. Oh, now this one's just cruel. Shiro, babies are so cute. I would love to have a child of my own someday. Ignoring the best child ever. Imagine if they put Mordred in today's menu for the Emiya family. I bet they'd finally get along. Until then, don't go expecting Artoria to sign autographed photos of her incest baby. Of course, it's assumed there are some versions of Artoria that would inherently be more accepting.
I am your father.
You may want Daddy's acceptance, Mordred, but be careful what you wish for. Nan sequenia babagitsi baba. Becoming the Lion King appears to have its own ritual. The knights seem pretty uncomfortable about it. But not as uncomfortable as they are serving you on a different kind of throne. Tristan would be all, "This fate is too sad. Such a tragedy." So, in Fate Zero, Saber gets upset with Kiritsugu for being a ruthless killer on the battlefield. But in her time, she apparently torched entire villages to gain the advantage over her enemies. We can debate honor all day and still not come to an agreement. She's a rather flawed person, and her best is really brought out with Shiro. Get on her bad side though, and she won't hold back. Can we really blame it all on her magic though? There are some pics of her where she's pretty ripped. In fact, in times of danger, she seems more than capable of matching men who tower over her. So, is this what death really looks like in Fate Grand Order? Medic! Medic! Save me! Naturally, we've got an abundance of these trade memes, including one of our beloved king. I receive waiting continuously. You receive pursuing endlessly. Of course, that's just a means to a happy end. In other words, I receive mana transfer, you receive my British pussy. That's what we like to call a win-win. Mordred's terms are reasonable. I receive acceptance, and you receive no rebellion. Of course it's coercive, but at the same time, who could still reject such a fierce tomboy? This one. Truer words have never been spoken. I receive the Tsukihime remake in English, and you receive all my money. Aniplex really should get on board with this ASAP. Sadly, visual novels are at the bottom of the localization totem pole. Anime says, I can explain. Manga cries, why are you getting translated after only a few hours, while I have to wait months? Light novels interject, months? I have to wait years. Meanwhile, poor old visual novels are all, wait, what? You guys are getting translated? Seriously, I would love a solid explanation for why this is, other than sheer word count. Anyway, staying on Tsukihime. Sorry I'm late, I was doing stuff. Aki has all, I'm stuff. Arcoade be like, haha, Shiki, are you banging your sister? Why yes I am, but technically not. Nah, I still think he's a sister slammer, blood or otherwise. When Nero Chaos runs out of beasts to devour and finds he can subsist on memes instead. Back to the trade offers. Sherlock's calling it for what it really is. I receive your money, you receive some JPEGs. Though really it's more like we receive the chance to maybe get the JPEG of a fictional character we simp for. Or even worse, we can always get Mapo Tofu instead. Thus, the king does not approve. Stop wailing! Stop it! They're just pixels. Money can be exchanged for goods in real life too. It's not worth it. Stop. Except for you, Artoria, I would totally wail. Luckily, I don't have to. We often have to pick our battles with fate. The entire subreddit with NP5 Arjuna Alter versus me trying to convince myself that I'm fine with Mama Raiko. Sometimes that's how it be, sadly. Naturally, we try to wait for proper rate-ups, but they often turn out to be a lie. Never underestimate the power of a spook. Seems this banner has made many salty gamers. For me, that was Kama. Returning to the trade offers, we've got Jack. I receive you as my mommy, your love, daily hugs, and head pats. You receive a strong 5-star servant with good crit star generation. She is hella good. Despite being a killer, she's more honest than our next subject. Odysseus has the offer, I receive nothing, while you receive this big wooden horse. Ha! Remember, people, be sure to be wary of suspicious packages, especially from the enemy. There are a handful of servants this one applies to. I receive animation update, you receive mercy. I've said it before, but FGO, at the very least, needs to update all the servants that don't use a portrait in their noble phantasm. Of course, this includes Mordred. Despite her already having an animation update, they were pretty lazy with her noble phantasm. Instead of giving her a portrait, they gave a separate camera angle to her beam. Lame. Everyone, I can explain. You get 3 upgrades and I only get 2? 2 upgrades? I'm only getting 1. You guys are getting upgrades? This one is cute, but no joke, all 4 of them need better Noble Phantasm animations. Still, people feel Nero gets too much love. Hey people, we here at Delightworks know how much you like Tamamo. We listened and are happy to announce that Nero is getting another costume. So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. I don't know why Artoria's so sad. She's actually up to date. Salter, on the other hand. Despite all the Nero love, we have to admit that while she's the go-to Christmas meme, she's never actually been a Christmas servant. Honestly, I think she at least deserves that. Who are you? Asks Diarmuid. I'm you, but with self-esteem. Nothing wrong with a little confidence, I suppose. Just don't become like Jesus-kun from SAO with those two swords. For our last trade offer meme, we've of course got Astolfo. I receive a pink Serafuku, and you receive a picture of me wearing it. Ha! This reminds me of Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Except in that game, you had to be careful because like 90% of the time, the girls won't accept new outfits as gifts, unless they're absolutely in love with the giver. Astolfo here's like, no problem, master. Send them my way. According to the wiki, Astolfo and Vegeta have both the same height and weight. Since Astolfo isn't nearly as buff as Vegeta, that extra weight's gotta be going somewhere. Oh, I love this. As a historian, it's very gratifying to see my son take interest in the medieval period. He's so well versed in the history of Charlemagne, he even knows the names of fairly minor courtiers like Astolfo. As funny as this is, it's totally true. Without Fate, I wouldn't know jack shit about history. It may not be the most accurate, but it does help break that stigma where we imagine historical figures as just famous ugly guys we can't relate to. Though, you should always take what you learn in Fate with a grain of salt. Class, does anyone know anything about Greek mythology? Step aside, peasants. My time has come. Well, to be fair, Greek is one of the more popular mythologies, so knowing it isn't that special. But confidence is still a good thing. Sometimes fate just memes itself. Maybe your fat ass needs a bit of divine retribution for abusing your authority. Unless she's speaking to Caesar, I don't think Jineko has the high ground for calling others fat. The hypocrisy can be funny, though. A battle of the cryptors. The people want Anastasia, not you, Kadok. But I'm the cryptor that everyone loves. I actually agree. Ophelia is my favorite cryptor so far when considering that Hinako makes a better servant than a master. As for Pepe, I have a guilty confession. As fun as he is, he ain't no waifu, and that matters to me. I've only had Pepe for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. Yikes! Problem is, I don't think Pepe would do the same for you. That said, I do love his buffs. I'll miss them. So Rama played a big role in the fourth Lost Belt, but sadly, no matter how hard he fights, he can never reunite with his sexy Sita. His legend sucks. He's always trying to defy fate, literally. King of Knights! Ugh! What is it, King of Kosala? Teach me how to travel dimensions! Good thinking, but if we want to get meta about this, until DW actually makes Sita in the mobile game, no dimension will help you. Aww. Though in spirit, we players can always try to bridge that gap. Imagine going to the arcade and seeing someone role-playing this with their phone out. It would be so cute. Oh yeah, along with Morgan, we also got fairy incarnations of Gawain and Tristan. Except Femme Gawain is big chongus and not at all my type. The fact that she can fit an entire Happy Meal on her rack is just ridiculous. To each their own, I suppose. Following that logic, you want me to kill you with my thighs? Alright. Just be like Mashu and pretend it's a watermelon. With that, we've officially entered lewd territory. I believe that is an ocean of milk. Ocean of milk. I'm surprised I didn't think of this during my live stream. I joked about it being the other kind of milk, but man, I'd bathe in this kind. Poison be damned. Speaking of the other kind of milk, Fate's given us a Zeus design, and it looks wildly appropriate. Too bad the actual legends weren't. Oh no, he's getting horny again! Everyone, run! Yeah, I wouldn't want him at my Chaldea. He and Fergus would keep trying to bang all the ladies, but that's Ritsuka's job. Come hither, my roaring sword, now unsheathed. Ooh. Now that erection truly ascends to the heavens. Depending on your preferences, I suppose. This guy's either gonna strengthen or totally kill any libido you have left. Just don't let Ashia Doman shack in the loft above your bed. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe, the Emiya family find Shiro passed out in the hallway. Ilya be like, he is so sweet when he's sleeping. Let's jump his bones. I know you have daddy issues, Ilya, but damn, this is pushing things. Then again, it seems like she's not the only person lusting after Shiro and his high jumps. Even Zokin's all, God, that's creepy. But is it creepier than Lancelot trying too hard to relate to his daughter? I'd say no, but that face is just uncanny. No wonder all the knights are now traumatized. Let's wash our eyes out with something delightful. Jeanne d'Arc's gorgeous, especially when Takeuchi draws her, but can she compete with Hideo Mineba's sexy Grand Blue art? Of course, we could always have him draw the Fate waifus for the best of both worlds. No, seriously, I want that! After putting Summer Maeve through some intense Keijo training, I present to you the strongest ass in Fate. Overkill. Vacuum butt cannon, go! I want a second season of Keijo now. Why does she keep getting stuck in the washing machine? It's already the third time this week. Looks like Gurako's thirsty, but Archer's all, those types of washing machines are infamously known for getting girls stuck in them, specifically girls who have brothers. Why don't you replace them with the top loader type? Uh-oh. Looks like it's attracting all the guys now. Okay, so going from right to left, you've got Elmaloy trying to score with Rhinus, Castor trying to score with Pollux. The one in the middle could either be Gawain or Gaheris trying to score with Gareth. Either way, they've got some smooth legs. The last one is apparently Zeus trying to get with Demeter, though I had to look that up. So it seems that, before hitting up the Einsburn Castle, Shiro and Kirei stopped by Mickey D's for some 10-piece nuggies. In truth, they were doing it to boycott Kenneth Fried Chicken, after Dearmood got fired as a janitor for charming women in the bathrooms. Of course, I don't think Shiro has much appreciation for McDonald's, as I've never seen the guy so much as try a hamburger. Instead, he makes his own food. Will you cancel Sakura's expulsion if I beat you in a shokugeki? I'd love to see a battle between Shiro and Soma, with them both being defeated by Archer Emiya. Can't go underestimating Shiro, though. Under the right circumstances, he can even beat a demigod. When you put it like this, though, Fate's gonna look weird. But what's weirder, Fate or its fans? My friends explaining why I should skip Raiko's banner to save for Arjuna Altar, versus me rolling for my favorite hentai character, wondering what the fuck a meta is. Oh, I know what meta is. I just don't care when I could instead have an army of lovely ladies, and thankfully many of them are pretty damn strong. Me creating new accounts to get free 1-month trials. It's either that or Shakespeare's got a lot of alt accounts for when he gets banned on Discord. Kiara, I just ended a 2-year relationship. Tamamo, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kiara. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. It wasn't my relationship. I guess someone couldn't resist that cosmic puh. That's on them. Speaking of cosmic, who would win? An anti-world noble phantasm or an evade skill? Honestly, it feels like whenever I get away with this, it's like that one scene in Crystal Skull where Indiana Jones survives a nuke by hiding in a fridge. Gay Bolg! Ah, but I used my evade skill. Nice try, Archer, but I've got sure hit applied. Ah, curses! 9 times out of 10, that's me. Even if I know I can't dodge it, I instinctively try to. For our last meme, let's pay homage to Arash with this lovely poster of the film Your Stella. Wait a second, doesn't this imply he wiped out the whole damn city? Arash is the bad guy? And on that note, it's time to wrap up for this video. Don't forget to give yourself a shout out if any of these memes were yours. Let me know which ones were your favorites. Oh, and what do you think of how this new outfit came out? Be sure to tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this channel, help me beat the algorithm by liking, commenting, and sharing the video, subscribing to OtakuDaiKun, and, most of all, smashing that notification bell so you don't miss out on all of my anime discussion, lore, or Let's Play content. If you want to support me directly, there are now 3 ways that all provide the same benefits. You can click Join here on YouTube, or join Patreon or Subscribestar for access to exclusive vids and early access. As always, celebrate your fandom.